am Alex Perone, and I am playing Man 2 in Closer Than Ever. It's a musical review by the team of Maltby and Shire, and it's a collection of their songs that really sort of, the theme of which is like middle age and dealing with all of the trappings of middle age. Definitely being a review, so there's no book, there's no, that is to say, no script for people not in showbiz. There's also no real plot. There's a through line of a theme, and each song will tell a story, so to speak, but it's not as though, you know, there's an opening song and then there's a scene with two characters and then a song. It's all music. I mean, middle age is middle age. People are always going to be dealing with that. I think most of these themes can sort of transcend time and society a little bit too. You know, like I might not speak the same language as a middle-aged man in, I don't know, China or Aboriginals or something like that, but I'll bet you the idea of like raising a child or something like that is more universal, or certainly dealing with not being 20 anymore. You know, those sorts of things. All of that is, I think, pretty universal. The music, I have to be honest, the music is so gorgeous. I mean, I hadn't heard of this show, if I'm being honest, before being cast. And when I started listening to it to prepare, I was blown away by how gorgeous this music is. And I said, okay, well, that now I have to do it. That was the first thing. And then once I started really listening to all of the songs and hearing these themes, I went, well, this is incredibly relatable to exactly what I'm going through right now. There are a few. I think the song If I Sing is about a musician whose father was a musician and was his whole inspiration. And now his father's getting older. He can't play piano anymore. His hands are numb, etc. Where my father is not a musician, but he was an actor growing up in college. That's how he and my mom met. They were both actors. And I struggle with sort of seeing him age a little bit, knowing that he would love to be able to do theater up where he lives, but it's difficult for him to get around, etc. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful song, and it's hopeful instead of heartbreaking, if that makes sense. You know, a song like that can easily be just a sad sort of downer, but it's a love letter from the singer to his father. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm fortunate in that, like, yeah, I would love to sing a love letter to my dad. Getting to know the cast, I think. I mean, it's only 4 of us. It's pretty tight, you know. It's really nice when you get to have a tight-knit cast. It's not often that I get to do a lot of productions where there aren't like 15, 20 people, which is also great. But when it's just sort of a core few, those relationships form quick, you know. That it exists, okay? So truthfully, that not so much the production, but that the show, I know there are a lot of people who are older than me when this show was released. It was making the rounds in like cabaret circuits and things like that, the songs themselves. I think a lot of people my age and younger haven't heard of it because it hasn't had I don't believe it's ever been on Broadway. I could be wrong, but it's had production staged off Broadway almost certainly. And revivals, but it's never been sort of ubiquitous, you know, in the theater lexicon. So I think people will be surprised either that they've never heard of this beautiful show before, or that somebody is sort of resurrecting it, I guess. Yeah, it's been wonderful, wonderful. It's a treat for a singer to get to sing this music. I mean, really, it's like it's a. As an actor, there's subtext to play. The lyrics are amazing, not just the music. So as a performer, it's about as good material as you could hope for, yeah. Because it's going to be incredible. A few things. So I think selfishly, I hope they're enjoying the performances. I mean, not just my own selfishness, but for the cast. I hope that they are, if they are of middle age like myself, that they also find things that resonate, or if they're older, they understand that. And they're talking with their friend or partner, whomever they're driving with, about, gosh, remember when we were going through that? Or like, yeah, remember, how I'm dating right now and I'm 40 and all this. Like, I hope that I hope that it can reflect their own sort of self back to them a little bit. Come and see the show. Hope to see you there. It's going to be great. We want to have as many people there as we can, I think these things tend to elevate when you get in front of an audience anyway, which is pretty great considering, again, the high class material we have. Elevating that for an audience, that seems pretty cool.